between the pit of man's fears and the summit of knowledge. The dimension of imagination, the dimension of control, the twilight zone. Maple Street, USA, a tree-lined world of front porch gliders, hopscotch, the laughter of children, and the toll of the ice cream vendor. At the sound of the roar and a flash of light, it will be precisely 6:43 p.m. on Maple Street.
What was that? A meteor?
That's what it looks like. I didn't hear any crashes though, did you?
I didn't hear anything except the roar.
Steve, what was that?
I guess it was a meteor. It came off close, didn't it?
Too much, too close. My money, much too close.
6:44 p.m. on Maple Street, a late September evening. Maple Street at its last calm, reflective moments before the monsters came.
Operator, something's wrong on the phone. Operator, Steve, the power's off. I have soup on the stove and the stove is stopped working. Same thing over here. I can't get over on the phone either. It seems to be dead. Steve,
We're coming to that car. Yeah, that's 6 p.m. on Maple Street. We'll be right back.
Doesn't make sense. Watch the power go up all of a sudden. The phone line?
Maybe some sort of electrical storm or something.
That doesn't seem likely. The sky is just as blue as anything. Not a cloud, no lightning, no thunder, no nothing. How could be a storm?
I can't get a thing on the radio, not even on the portable.
Well, we've got to run downtown and check with the police. Though they'll probably think we're crazy or something. A little power failure. Right away, everyone gets all flustered and everything.
It isn't just a power failure, Charlie. If it was, we'd still be able to get a broadcast in the portal. I'll run downtown and get all this straightened out. I understand. It was working fine before.
Out of gas?
I just had it turned off.
What's it mean?
It's just that everything had stopped. We better walk downtown.
The two of us go, Charlie. It could be a meteor. Meteor wanted to do this.
Mr. Brand, you better not.
Why not?
They don't want you to.
He doesn't want us.
Man.
Then?
Who are them?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead.
What?
Whoever was in that thing that came over. I think they don't want us to leave here.
What do you mean? What makes you say that?
They don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
What gives you that idea?
No, isn't that the craziest thing I've ever heard?
It was always thought like that in every story I ever read about a ship landing from outer space.
From outer space, Sally better get that girl arrested to bed. She's been reading too many comic books or seen too many movies or something.
Tammy, get over here and stop that kind of talk. Go ahead, Tammy. You'll see. It wasn't a ship or anything like that. It was just a meteor. No doubt it had to do something with all this power failure and the rest of it. But meteors can do crazy things, like sunspots.
Sure, that's the kind of thing. Like sunspots. The rays came with radio reception all over the world. And this thing being so close. Why? They're still telling you the sort of stuff it can do. Go ahead, Charlie. You and Steve go into town to see if that isn't what's causing it all.
Mr. Brown, please don't leave here. You might not even be able to get to town. It was that way in the story. Nobody could leave. Nobody except the people they sent down ahead of them. They looked just like humans. And it wasn't until the ship landed that...
Tammy, daughter, honey, please stop talking that way.
Why, that's the craziest thing I ever heard of. The kid tells us part of a comic plot, and we stand here listening.
Go ahead, Tammy. What type of story was this? And what about the people that were sent out ahead?
That was the way they prepared things for the landing. They sent 4 people, a mother and a father and 2 kids who looked just like humans, but they weren't.
Oh, well, what we better do then is run and check on the neighborhood, see which one of us is really human.
Well, there must be something better to do than stand around making bum jokes about it. I wonder if Floral Street's got the same deal we got. Where's the gunhorn anyway? Didn't he get back yet?
Can you get it started, Les?
No dice.
All by himself. He wasn't anywhere near it. His car started all by himself.
And he never did come out to look at that thing that flew overhead. He wasn't even interested. Why? Why didn't he come out with the rest of us to look?
He always was an oddball. Him and his whole family. A real oddball.
What do you say we ask him?
Wait a minute. This not be a mob.
I just don't understand. I tried to start it. It wouldn't start. You saw me. You all saw me. I don't understand what's happening. I swear.
Maybe you better tell us. Nothing's working on the street. Nothing. No lights, no power, no radio. Nothing except one car. Yours.
Wait a minute. You keep your distance, all of you. So I got a car that stops by itself, but that's a freak thing, I admit it. But does that make me some kind of criminal or something? I don't know why that car works, it just does.
Look, Les, we're on the monster case. Seems that the general impression holds that maybe 1,000 is what we think we are. Monsters from outer space. Fifth columnist we vast beyond. Do you know anybody that my description here on Maple Street?
What is this, a gag or something? Is this a practical joke? Now I suppose that's supposed to incriminate. If the lights go on and off. That really does it, doesn't it? I just don't understand. Look, you all know me. We lived here for 5 years right in this house. We're no different than any of the rest of you. We're no different at all. You know, this whole thing is just weird.
Well, if that's the case, Miss Goodman, explain why.
Explain what?
Look, let's forget this.
Go ahead. What about it? Explain what?
Well, sometimes I go to bed late at night, a couple of times I'd come out on the porch and I see Mr. Goodman here on the wee hours of the morning, staring up at the sky. That's right, staring up at the sky as if he were looking for something, as if he's finding something.
You know, really? This is for laughs? You know what I'm guilty of? I'm guilty of insomnia. Now, what's the penalty for insomnia? Did you hear what I said? I said it was insomnia. I said it was insomnia, you fools. You scared, frightened rabbits. You're sick people, you know that? You're sick people, all of you. And you don't even know what you're starting, because let me tell you, this thing that you're starting, that should frighten you, as God is my witness. You're letting something begin here, that's a nightmare.
He just doesn't seem right though. You been watching them? Why? He was right when he said he was one of our neighbors. I've known Ethel Goodman ever since they moved in. We've been good friends.
That doesn't prove a thing. Any guy who spends his time looking up at the sky early in the morning, well, there's something wrong with that kind of person. There's something that ain't legit. Maybe under normal circumstances, we could let this go by, but these aren't normal circumstances. Or look at the street. It's nothing but candles. It's like going back to the dark ages or something.
Just stay right where you are, Steve. We don't want any trouble. But this time, if anyone sets foot on my porch, that's when they're gonna get in trouble.
Look, Les.
I already explained to you people. Sometimes I get up, take a walk, and I look at the sky. I look at the stars.
That's exactly what he does, but this whole thing is some kind of madness or something.
It's exactly what it is. Some kind of madness.
You must watch who you're seeing with, Steve, until they get this all straightened out. You ain't exactly the one for suspicion yourself.
Or you, Charlie, or any of us. It seems from age 8 on up.
What I'd like to know is what are we going to do? Just stand around all night?
There's nothing else we can do. One of them will take their hand, they got to.
There's something you can do, Charlie. You can go home, keep your mouth shut, and stop shunning around like a self-appointed hanging judge, and climb into bed and forget it.
You sound real anxious to have that happen, Steve. I think we better keep our eyes on you, too.
Everything might as well come out now. Your wife says some talking and told us how odd you are.
Go ahead, tell us what she said.
Go. Well, Myers told us about how you spent hours in your basement at night working on some kind of radio, and well, none of us ever seen that radio.
Go ahead, what my wife said. Let's get it all out. Let's pick up every idiosyncrasy of every single man and woman and child on this street. Might as well pull some kind of kangaroo court. How about firing the squad at dawn? Get rid of all the suspects and narrow them down for you, Charlie. Make it easier for you.
Go ahead, Steve. What kind of radio set are you working on? Because I've never seen any of anyone else on this street.
I'm surprised.
Who do you talk to on that radio set? Who talks to you?
I'm surprised at you, Charlie. Coming so dense all of a sudden. Who do I talk to? I talk to 3-headed gray men who fly over in what look like meteors.
Steve, please. It's just a hand radio set. I bought him a book and myself. It's just a hand radio set. A lot of people have this. I can show it to you. It's right there in the basement.
Show them nothing. If they want to look at our house, let me get a search warrant for it.
Look, buddy, you can't afford to.
Charlie, don't tell me what I can't afford. And stop telling me who's dangerous and who is and who's safe and who's a menace. You're with them too. All of you. Standing there all set to crucify. All set to find some kind of scapegoat. Well, look, friends, the only thing that's going to happen now is we're going to eat each other up alive.
That's not the only thing that can happen to us. It's a monster! It's a monster!
We need this! A shotgun? Good Lord, anybody think the thought around you was good with a shotgun? Yeah,
No more time, Steve! You're in the darkness. How am I supposed to know who he was? Steve, you know why I shot. How was I supposed to know he wasn't a monster or something? Look, we're all scared of the same thing. I was just trying to protect my home. That's what I was trying to do. I didn't know it was somebody we knew. I didn't know.
Charlie, the lights just went on in your house. Why did the lights just go on?
What about it, Charlie? How come you're the only one with lights now?
That's what I'd like to know. You were so quick to kill Charlie. You were so quick to tell us who we had to watch out for. Well, maybe we have to kill. Maybe Peter there was trying to tell us something. Maybe he found out who among us we should watch out for.
No, it's nothing of the sort. I don't know what the lights are on. I swear I don't. Somebody's pulling a gag or something.
A gag? A gag, Charlie? There's a dead man on the sidewalk and you killed him. Does this look like a gag to you?
No, please.
Charlie, killed him.
Look, I swear to you, it isn't me. But I do know who it is. I swear to you, I know who it is. I know who the monster is here. I know who it is that doesn't belong. I swear to you, I know.
What are you waiting for?
Come on, Charlie, come on. Come on, Charlie, let's hear it.
Go ahead, Charlie, tell us.
It's Tammy. She's the one.
No, she's just a little girl. But she knew. She was the only one that knew. She told us at a bottle. How could she have known?
It's a kid.
Crazy! Stop! What about Goodman's car? Charlie, he's the one who killed Steve Van Horn. But it was a kid who knew what was going to happen all along. She was the only one that knew.
It's the kid. Make the kid answer.
Make her answer.
It was Steve's radio. He was the one that called that. Charlie, he's the one!
Smash his radio. Get me a hammer. Get me something.
Stop!
I tell you, it's the kid.
It's Charlie!
It's the kid. It's the kid.
But look, Goodman's car started. His car started. Let's wreck it. It was Steve's radio. He's the one that called that.
Yeah, smash the radio.
It's Steve, it's Charlie, they're working together.
Understand the procedure now? Just shut off a few of their machines and telephones and radios. Throw them into darkness for a few hours and watch the pattern.
And his pattern is always the same?
With few variations, they pick their most dangerous enemy, and that's themselves.
Then I take it this place. This Maple Street is not unique.
By no means. The world is full of maple streets, and we'll go from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other.
And the pity of it is, these things cannot be confined to the twilight.